The speaker. Thank you. You may resume your seat. Good afternoon, honorable members, invited guests, our appointed executives. We will take our opening prayer. We are praying. Almighty God, we humbly beseech thee to look with favor upon the Senator Council of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Grant that it may perform its high duty as in thy sight. Give divine guidance to the president of course and the provost. Endow senators and with discernment and vision, integrity and courage, that thou, the labors of their work, students may be well and truly served, and thy good purposes for the common human life shall be realized in our midst. Amen. All right. We'll move on to the welcome address from the speaker. I would say a very big welcome to you all back to the chambers. Today marks the third sitting of the 7th Parliamentary Council of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. So I'll say a very big welcome to you all. Today is a day for our budget reading. Today is a day where the executives of our noble college are going to present to us how the voices that we represent, their dues are being used. So we are here to make sure that these dues or these monies paid by the voices that we are going to we are representing today are being cared for, are being utilized efficiently and effectively. I'd like to acknowledge the presence of some important people here. We have in our midst my very own brother. He's in the person of Councillor Kweju Boache, who happens to be the SRC programs and project head for the 2023-2024 academic year. That's Yvonne Enke-led administration. He's also the current NSS, NASPA, should I say that, NASPA president for Bantama Swami constituency. He's in the person of Councillor Kweju Boache. Yes. Honorable, please, can you come and sit in front here for me? I also have in our midst my very good friend, Hamza Karim. Please give us a wave. Yes, if I want to mention names, I think time is not going to permit us to do that today. But then a very welcome to all our guests in the gallery. Jima, Faraday, Icicle, all of them. Please, you are welcome. Stay calm, relaxed, and enjoy. And watch, observe how things will be done. Thank you. The next item on the order paper is a correction and acceptance of order paper. Correction and acceptance of the order paper. And I'm sure we have in front of us, all honorable members have in front of you the order paper. So if you think there is a mistake on the order paper, or we should have added something to the order paper, which is not on it at the moment, you can raise your concern so that the order paper can be corrected. But before that, clerk. Before that, I would want us to take our standing orders. I hope you all have the soft copy of our standing orders. Let's open to page part 3 of the standing orders. Please, do you have it? Please, do you have our standing orders? All right. Part 3, contempt of parliament. Contempt of parliament. Number 2A. Deputy Clerk, do you have it? Do you have it? Part 3, that's contempt of parliament. Number 2A. Do you have it now? And please, who have it? Who has it at the moment? Who has it? Do you have it? Do you have the standing orders? So open to part 3, number 2A. Do you have it? Check whether your microphone is working. Does it work? Speak into it and let me see.
Hello.
All right. Kindly read it out.
Okay. Failure of members to attend or lateness of members to sessions for which due notification has been given without the express permission of the speaker and without any reasonable cause. B.
Yes. Read to the very end
Okay.
of this part.
Misconduct or corruption in executives or official duties by members and officers of the council. Disorderly conduct on the part of members and strangers to hinder proceedings of the House. Persistent or willful disobedience of the general rules or orders of the design prevent, delay, or interfere with the proceeding. Any act or conduct calculated or intended to deceive the council or any of its officers or deliberate misleading of the council. Attempts by improper or corrupt means to influence members or officers in the execution of their duties. I should continue. In all cases of proceedings where complaint is made of a breach of privileges or contempt of Senate, the Speaker may direct the matter to the Judicial Council. Where a person is found to be in contempt of Senate, it may constitute a ground for suspension or removal in the case of an executive officer, and in the case of an ordinary student, a ground for disqualification from contesting an office under the college association.
Thank you, Honorable. That's what I wanted us to listen or hear. I quite remember during our first sitting, we had some lapses. We were like, the time was 1 and we started at 2. And you have honorable members here who raised concerns about that. And we promised to be of good behavior, to do better next time. And this time, the communique was released very early, sorry. It was, I think, a week to this sitting. And the time communicated was 1 p.m. And we have some honorable members coming here very early, and I would commend you on that. And we have some honorable members who came here as late as around 1:40, 1:50. Honorable members, coming late for sitting is a contempt of the Senate. And for that reason, I'll be very fair to stand on that to remove you from office or to suspend you until further notice. Please, I think today should be the last time we are attending to any sitting, whether emergency, any of its sort. This should be the last time you should be attending our sittings at this time or very late. Thank you. We move on to the next item on the order paper, which is correction and acceptance of minutes. So at this point, I'll let the clerk read the minutes to us all. That if you have...
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much for the opportunity. Mr. Speaker, the time on our page, the time as you communicated on our page was 1 p.m. But then the time the sitting starts, you indicated on the platform that it's 1 p.m. But then it started at 2 p.m. And so the lateness, we can only say someone is late when the person comes during the sitting time. If I get here and the sitting has not started, and even though you communicated on the platform on our WhatsApp page that it is 1 p.m., but then I come here and then by 3, the sitting has not started, I don't think I'm late, because you can only say I'm late when the sitting has started and I'm not around. That is the only time you can classify that as lateness. I'm just trying to raise a point of correction. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Is deemed right to clear what he just said? Do you know what it takes to form a quorum of Parliament? Do you know without a quorum we can never proceed with our proceedings? So next time I'm putting it to you that if you come here after the set date on the order paper, I beg, you'll be removed from office or you'll be suspended. Thank you. All right, the next item on the order paper, which is correction and acceptance of the minutes. Madam Clerk, you can proceed with the reading of the minutes.
Speaker.
Minutes of previous sitting. The acting speaker, Ms. Hannah Appiah, inaugurated the House, opened the House with a prayer, and afterwards welcomed the House with an address. The acting speaker, Ms. Appiah Hannah, then introduced the nominated speaker, Master Sarkodie Festus, to the House, accepted by the House, and was officially sworn in by the JC. His Lordship sits. The new speaker, Right Honorable Sarkodie Festus, introduced the nominated deputy clerk, Ms. Agnes Obeng, and Marshal Master Oscar Stanley, to the House, of which were accepted by the House and sworn in by the JC. The speaker also introduced important dignitaries, His Excellency Eje Ijebi, course president, and Benjamin Atta, course organizer, to the House. From there, Honorable Stephanie Owusu moved the acceptance of the order paper and was seconded by Honorable Sarah Darkon. The Speaker asked the House to nominate a deputy speaker, of which Honorable Stephanie Owusu was nominated by the House and was officially sworn in by the JC as the deputy speaker-elect for the 7th course Parliament. Appointees and parliamentarians were also sworn in by the JC. So we move on to any other credible business. Honorable Esther Addo raised the issue of time and delay in matters concerning swearing in of appointees and was seconded by Honorable Enoch. Honorable Hema Adepa raised the issue of house orientation. Honorable Brefo Eje also raised issues of the order paper and some gaps in the Constitution. Honorable Brefo Eje raised the issue of appointees not vetted by the House and was seconded by Honorable Eugene Abuaji. Honorable Abukwa Francis raised issue of closing time on order paper. Honorable Abuaji Eje raised the issue of absence of vetting committee in the House, of which was seconded by Honorable Barako. The House was closed with a prayer by the Speaker, of which Honorable A.J. Brefo move the House to adjournment and was seconded by Honorable Eric Isuman.
All right, thank you, Ms. Hannah. We move on to, she's done with the reading of the
Mr. Speaker.
minutes. Let me, Honorable, please, let me learn. I'm coming, I'll call you. She's done reading the minutes for our previous sitting. We move on to the correction and acceptance of the minutes, which has been just read. Honorable member.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This is a point of correction. Mr. Speaker, when you look at the order paper, the correction and acceptance of order paper comes before the correction and acceptance of minutes. And during that, you said before we correct and accept the order paper, and then you read the standing orders to us, we were never given the opportunity to correct and accept the order paper, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
All right, sure, thank you. This is a house of learning. I think it skipped me. So let's get back to the item 3 on the order paper, which is correction and acceptance of order paper. And please, if you, I think I asked this question, that if you think there is any lapse in the...
Yes, please, but you said before that you are going to read standing orders to us, and after reading it, you didn't give us the opportunity to make our submissions.
Sure. Thanks for the correction.
Speaker of the House, thank you very much for the opportunity. My name is, to the clerk, my name is Stephanie Owusu-Brobe. Stephanie Owusu-Brobe, please make that correction for me. And for all I know, the Speaker isn't a member of the House. You are here, I mean, the Speaker is appointed to serve as, for the lack of a better word, as, please help me with words, students of English, but to preside over the meeting. And I believe that with the knowledge and wisdom our president has, he wouldn't be not so mindful to choose a speaker that is deaf and blind. Please excuse me, I mean, because the members of this house, I wasn't paying attention, but then when Honorable Abukwa raised his hand, I heard Mr. Speaker, people were, Mr. Speaker. Your clerk even tried alerting you, but then I know you'd say he didn't catch your eye or he didn't catch your attention. Please, you would say that you are not being authoritative, but I believe that for the effectiveness of this house, so that we'll be able to channel our concerns in the right order, I believe that when someone raises or someone wants to talk, please give them the attention to speak in that order. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm Honorable Opoku Buachi Joseph. During our first sitting, Honorable Stephanie, during her elections, because there were insufficient chairs there, so she wasn't allowed to come in front to join new people, right? But the same thing has repeated again during our third sitting here. So I wanted to talk about it.
I don't understand.
During the elections, during our first sitting, the elections we had, when she was elected, because of insufficient chairs, she wasn't able to join the clerk, as you said the other time.
I said that.
Yeah.
That there were insufficient chairs.
Yeah. But this time, we are here for third sitting, and she's among us.
I thank you, Honorable. Do you see any parliamentarian? Do you see any parliamentarian?
But she was elected as a speaker, a deputy speaker.
Is she an ordinary person?
Okay.
Don't you see something different about it?
But during the sitting, you told us that she would come in front.
Do you see her different?
Yeah, well.
Thank you.
Can I please proceed to correct the order paper?
Sure.
Yes, so Mr. Speaker, the time allocated for this sitting was 1 p.m. to 6 p.m., right? And Mr. Speaker, 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. is 5 hours. that would require 5 hours of intensive engagement in this house. So, Speaker, that is overly, is too much for us because most of us are coming just from church, and some of us too haven't eaten. We haven't even had our breakfast today. So, Mr. Speaker, 5 hours is excessive, and for that matter, I would like you to, on this note, I would like to move the motion for the closing time to be changed from 6 p.m. to 5 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you. I think, all right, there's a motion on the floor. Anyone to second? Any honorable member to second the motion?
The Speaker of the House, thank you very much. So I, Stephanie Owusu-Brobe, second motion that the time be adjusted to suit our environment. Thank you.
So on these notes, the closing time for today's sitting will be 5 p.m. Thank you. All right, honorable member.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to address what was said by Honorable Stephanie with respect to the standing orders of the House. So if you look at Part 9, that is Section 33 of our standing orders, specifically, no, 34 rather, 1, it says the use of offensive, abusive, or insulting words, or to impute improper motive to any other person or official, or to make a person allusion, shall not be allowed. So in her submission, she was using some words like deaf and dumb.
But I'm not blind, I'm not deaf, right?
Yes, but then there's a place we learn as well. So per our standing orders, such words are not tolerated. Such words are not tolerated. So we should be mindful of how we are going to address each other. Thank you.
So I wasn't implying, I wasn't saying, or I wasn't I wasn't saying that our speaker is deaf and blind. I'm saying that I said that the president wouldn't be so unmindful to choose for us speaker who is deaf and blind. So it means that he is not deaf and blind. Please, you get me? I didn't say that he is deaf and blind. Please, let's correct that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much, House. You're all looking very beautiful and handsome this afternoon. Mr. Speaker, I think there has been a very big mistake in the House, and then I'm so surprised that none of us has noticed this. You rightly requested the clerk to read minutes from the previous sitting, if I'm right. Well, this is a third sitting, if I'm right, Mr. Speaker. The clerk read minutes from the very first sitting, but you told her to read the minutes from the previous sitting. So we are waiting for her to read the minutes from the previous sitting before you continue. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Honorable AJ, I think this concern was raised on our platform, of which what you are saying is very true. And I think I made it very clear that there has been lapses when it comes to the preparation of the minutes for our second sitting, which was held online. And for that reason, we are going to charge the deputy clerk, the clerk and also the deputy clerk to get us a revised or appropriate minutes for the first and second sitting so that it can be read in our subsequent sitting, or will be presented onto our platform in the next 48 hours. So I think that's what I said on the page.
Mr. Speaker, sorry, I am not seeing anything on the platform, honestly. So I would want to, and by permission, I would want to ask any of the members here if he or she saw that you said that there has been lapses in the, I mean, with regards to the previous sitting, and so you direct the clerk to present the minutes. I'm not seeing anything.
I asked an honorable member to raise this concern when we come to the sitting, so that when the motion is being raised, someone was second or an honorable member was second.
Okay, but we don't know if you told someone to raise the motion or not.
No, I
because
said
we are
it
not
on
aware.
the platform, so I'm expecting an honorable member to raise that motion so that it will be seconded. And after that, you will charge the clerk and the deputy clerk to get us a revised minute in the next 48 hours. Or
Okay.
a set time from
Okay,
honorable.
Mr. Speaker, for me, I think Honorable Abaji Eugene raised, sorry to speak for him, but then he was like, that meeting, yes, that online meeting wasn't supposed to be considered as a sitting because it didn't have the qualifications, it didn't have the qualifications of being a sitting with regards to the number of attendees or maybe.
We formed the quorum. You were part, you were there.
Yes,
Joined.
but then that was,
Honorable Abaji didn't join.
yes, he didn't.
Honorable, please, did you join? All right, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
All right, you're welcome. Sure, so we move on to we are done with the correction of our minutes, our order paper. So we move on to the acceptance of the order paper. So, all right, honorable member.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much for the opportunity again. Mr. Speaker, with regards to the concern which was raised by my colleague on the other side, Honorable Brefo AJ, concerning the second sitting on online, I don't think that can still be considered as a sitting. I know the link that they shared, was it indicated that it is going to be our second sitting? Because from what I know, after our first sitting, you said that you are going to organize a meeting online, but you were not informed as to whether it is going to be a sitting or not. And so, if you are saying that it is our second, or it was our second sitting, and then the clerk should really know her duties, she should be aware that whenever we have a sitting, she is supposed to prepare a meeting. I don't know whether she joined or she's not joined the meeting. And so the deputy clerk, if she joined, then she must have the minutes on that online meeting that I don't consider it as a sitting. The online meeting that you had. Being it a sitting or not, if the secretary is there, and if the meeting was organized by the speaker, then there should be minutes on that particular meeting. And so we are expecting that the clerk will read the minute to us. Thank you.
Thank you, honorable member. As I said earlier, I told you vividly that there has been lapses in the minute. That's why she couldn't get it to us at the moment. So if possibly an honorable member can raise a concern or a motion which has to be seconded by an honorable member to charge the deputy clerk and the clerk to get us the minutes for the previous sitting within 48 hours or a stipulated time, which will be given by an honorable member here. Honorable Enoch, stop on.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. I am Honorable Enoch Sapon. This is point of correction. A motion was raised and was seconded for, but we didn't vote on a motion. The adjustment of the order paper.
We are still on the order paper. We are not done.
You adjusted the time to 5 p.m. Without voting on it.
All right. Thank you for the correction.
Thank
But I want to also correct you that we've discussed other matters. If you want to raise a point of correction, then it means you are correcting the just ended conversation, the just ended agenda. Thank you, honorable member.
I raised my hand, but you didn't call me.
Didn't catch my eye, honorable member.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
All right. We proceed to the acceptance of...
Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you made mention that we should raise a motion to call upon the clerk to submit a minute.
Yeah, I want us to finish with the. You see, the house is moving out of order.
But
we are speaking on the item 3, which is the correction and acceptance of the order paper. So let's finish with the order paper.
All right. So, Mr. Speaker, I have a submission concerning the order paper.
Okay.
I'm reliably informed that when you had a meeting online, caucus leaders were elected. I don't know how the caucus leaders were elected, but if indeed we have caucus leaders, then the standing order should capture that after your remarks, the caucus leaders are also supposed to give a remarks before we really commence into business of the House. So, Mr. Speaker, I'm expecting that the caucus leaders, you present them to the House and then they give their remarks before we continue. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Honorable Member. Let's not move out of order. We know that this house is a house of learning, a house where records are being kept. And for that reason, can you state emphatically on the standing orders of the Parliament where caucuses are supposed to give their remarks?
Mr. Speaker, I don't even have the standing orders. You are supposed to provide us with the standing orders on our WhatsApp platform.
All right.
But nothing of that sort has been sent to us on the platform. And so if you ask me to quote something from the standing orders, how do I quote? You've not also provided me with a hard copy. So how do I even know the standing orders, what it says? What I have is the soft copy of the college constitution. That's the only thing I have. Thank you.
Thank you. You are supposed to, you're a parliamentarian. And for that reason, you are supposed to get all these items. You are supposed to get all these items. Honorable, I'm speaking. You are supposed to get all these items. You are here as a parliamentarian. Don't know which order or which item on the order paper commanding you to be here as a parliamentarian. You are not ashamed. You are telling me to get you the order paper or the standing orders of the House. You should get it. You're a parliamentarian. It's part of your duties to get the standing orders of the Parliament, since they are the code of conduct which governs your stay here. Thank you.
So my last comment. I'm a new member of the House. You are the presiding officer.
The new speaker of the House.
The new speaker of the House. And I'm very sure when you were elected, appointed as the Speaker of the Parliament, you had the opportunity to receive the standing orders. And so you being the Speaker and swearing us in, you are supposed to send to us what the standing orders that governs the House. You're supposed to send it to us. And so not sending it to us and asking me to go and find it, then it means, Mr. Speaker, pardon me, you intentionally did that so that when we come here and I talk, you tell me that I should be ashamed of myself. Mr. Speaker, that is not fair. Thank you.
All right, sure. Please, let's go on our platform. No, I want to clarify something here. Let's go and check the time the standing orders were posted on the page. You see, ignorance of the law is not an excuse. Do you get it? The fact that the Speaker has posted the standing orders in the group and you are standing here, we are on live, telling the good people of College of Humanities and Social Sciences that I haven't is defamation. You are telling people that I'm not responsible. That's fine. I want to get you the date. Okay. Honorable Francis Abokia, please, is that correct? All right, sure. On Wednesday, 29th January, 12:20, 33 seconds, PM, he posted the standing orders on our page. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, I'm sorry, but I think I joined the group. You added me to the group on Friday, 31st January, so I don't have the standing order.
Pardon? When was the house inaugurated?
Mr. Speaker, 21st January.
The house was inaugurated on the...
You are the leader of the house, so you will be the first
You may
person.
resume your seat. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, I don't have the standing order because the date you posted a standing order, I wasn't in the group. So you added me to the group after you posting the standing order. So I think my colleague here is very right for saying
Very
that.
right to tell me that I've not posted it.
He hasn't seen it. I haven't seen it myself.
That very right that I haven't posted it.
I am saying that I haven't seen the standing order.
He said I haven't posted it. So you are saying he's very right for saying that I haven't posted it.
He can talk for himself, please.
Thank you. All right, clerk, do me a favor by sending the standing orders into the group for me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So with regards to the caucus heads giving a presentation, giving a presentation before, I think those are not clearly stipulated in the constitution or standing orders. However, they are precedent, and from a personal experience and from a personal experience, our speaker doesn't, it's not binded, he says. He's not binded by precedent. So please, if you have any of such things, kindly withdraw them. Our speaker is not binded by precedents. Thank you.
Thank you, our Deputy Speaker. All right, so let's proceed to the acceptance of the order paper. So, to as many who accept this order paper, let me hear a yay. So, as many who do not accept this order paper, let me hear a no. At this point, the House has accepted the order paper dated March 9th, 2025. All right, we move on to the next item, which is the correction and acceptance of the minutes, which I know that the minutes for the first sitting has already been read, and the minutes for the second sitting, which was held online, and it was the emergency sitting, the first emergency sitting for the 7th College of Humanities and Social Sciences Parliament. It has not yet been read, and I think I've cleared all issues concerning that minute, that due to some lapses, an honorable member should raise a motion and it should be seconded, so that we are going to charge our clerks here to present to us the minutes for our emergency sitting in a stipulated time or date. So, as that being said, to as many who accept this minute, which was read by Miss Hannah, let me hear a yeah. If you accept the minute to be the true reflection of what we did on our first sitting, let me hear a yeah. Honorable members, what's hindering our responses? I'm not hearing anything. If you don't accept this minute as the minute for the first sitting of this parliamentary council, let me hear a no. All right. So, we get back to the correction of the minute. Any honorable member here to correct the minute?
Mr. Speaker, thank you once again. I think in the minute, the minute did not capture the number of honorable members that were present. And then also, it captured that the appointed executives were sworn in. It didn't really capture how many number of executive appointees were sworn in. And so I think they should make that correction. Thank you.
All right, thank you, honorable member. Please, clerk, take note of that.
Mr. Speaker, thank you. Mr. Speaker, I think there was also a mistake in the minutes, especially at the AOCB part. it captured one Honorable Abuaji Eji, and then we raised concern on this platform. I mean, the WhatsApp platform for it to be corrected, but we didn't see anything. The clerk came here to read the same previous one that we were having issues and we were contesting. So I think for the sake of time, we shouldn't be dragging this issue right now. So maybe the clerk should work on it and then send us the correct minutes for the very first sitting after the adjournment of this house. Thank you.
Please come again. The last part wasn't that clear. After
the closure of this sitting. Thank you.
All right, sure. Thank you. So the clerk, anyone to move for a motion to charge our clerk or our clerk and deputy clerk to get us a revised minute, given a stipulated time, and an honorable member would second to that so that we can rule on that. Because this house is a house of records, so we need to put it on record that the house has charged the clerks to get them a revised minute. Thank you. Honorable Abuaji.
Mr. Speaker in the House, you clearly stated that you informed us a week ago that you'll be having this sitting. So I'm surprised that you couldn't make arrangements with your leadership or your members as to how things will be run during our sitting. And I feel her pain that you are throwing her under the bus. And also you are not giving her the chance as to why she couldn't provide the minute for the last sitting.
So you want to hear something from her?
Yes, please. Thank you so much.
Madam Clerk, Honorable Abuaji Eugene wants to hear something from you as to why you couldn't get the minutes for the last sitting.
Honorable Eugene, please, because of technical issues, so that's why the minutes can't be presented. So it will be worked on our subsequent sitting.
So clearly, Ms. Anna, you are telling us that you couldn't join the meeting, right? Ms. Anna, please kindly answer the question. Are you telling us that you couldn't join that meeting? So how will you provide that magic for that sitting? Miss, you were there. Miss Agnes, oh, then kindly help us with a minute. Technical problems. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, there are certain things we shouldn't compromise on it. We should be frank with ourselves. Maybe they couldn't provide the adequate information. So how would she manufacture or do a magic for that meeting if she was not present? Even the one that she was present, she's even finding it very difficult to provide us the very detail of that minute or that sitting. So how would she give us that minute if she wasn't there? Miss Hannah, and I'm on magic of free. What the magic I catch you? Because you were not there. You were not there. Me, myself, I wasn't there. But you could be of good help to us as to how things went during that meeting. Deputy Speaker, you were there, right? So since you are part of the leadership of the House, you can assess them. during your time as a parliamentarian, you also once served as a deputy clerk. So you can assess them, or you are not in good relationship with them. We shouldn't be laughing about these issues. Maybe she's having an issue with them. Because I'm surprised that a deputy speaker will be coming for the head of the speaker during a 9 sitting like this, giving the speaker names. But when she doesn't speak all of us. I believe that as a deputy speaker, you should be in the same bed with the speaker. Yeah. Don't misinterpret it. As in you are having the same interest with the speaker. So it is quite unfortunate that
you have 30 seconds.
Calling the speaker names.
Please let's clarify this once and for all. I was saying that our president, His Excellency NEIZER, is not so mindful of the college to give us a leader or a speaker who is blind and deaf. So it means that he knows that he is not blind and deaf. That is why he appointed or brought him to the house. So please, humbly, let's understand ourselves once and for all.
I'm the one who is supposed to give the meanings to what I'm saying.
No, I said that.
You are trying to build a defensive stance.
All right. Honorable Judge.
Please, Miss Agnes, kindly help us. I beg. My very good friend, Miss Agnes.
All right, thank you. I think I raised a concern, and it seems it has been overlooked on. I said a motion should be raised, and it should be seconded by an honorable member to charge our deputy clerk and the clerk to get us a revised minute in a stipulated time.
Mr. Speaker, clearly, Miss Agnes accepted. No, Miss Anna said she wasn't there. She joined, but she couldn't join because of technical issues. So how do we then charge them to give us minutes? Or she wasn't there?
Honorable, I stated clearly that our deputy clerk was around.
So Miss Agnes will give us the reasons as to why.
That's why I'm saying move a motion.
So why should we move a motion that
Honorable, sit down.
Them 48 hours?
Honorable, sit down.
Oh no.
Honorable, sit down. Sit down. All right, sure. Honorable.
Speaker of the House. When you look at the standing orders, number 7, it says that there shall be a clerk of Senate Council, the Senate, who shall be a secretary to the Senate Council. 2, the clerk shall be appointed by the House and shall serve till his or her final or decides to reign or does anything that breaches the office, and they shall not be subject to change in administration. So just as honorable member was saying, we want to know from the clerk how he is going or how they are going to get us the minutes of the second sitting. Then we will now proceed to give a motion as to charge them to get us the minutes. They've not, like she was not able to join the meeting.
Please, do you remember we have two clerks here?
Oh, yes.
We have the main clerk and the deputy clerk.
Yes.
And I stated emphatically that the deputy clerk was present during the emergency sitting. For that reason, she will be in the very best position to get us a revised minute for the emergency sitting.
Okay. So we want to know, how are they going to get us that minute? Or they have a record of that down? Then we charge them to get us.
Honourable member, do you want the revised minute?
Oh, yes.
It will be presented to you. So charge them.
Mr. Speaker.
Charge them.
Okay. Mr. Speaker, with your leave, I want to propose that the clerks of this parliament should provide us the minutes of the second sitting that was held within 48 hours, so that it will be sent to us, then to do reviewing of that.
Thank you. Any honourable member to second? Okay, sure.
I feel and believe that there's miscommunication here. We are not understanding the whole, what we are talking about. our main clerk said that she was unable to join, one. Our deputy clerk said that, I mean, you told the House that she was able to join, but because of technical challenges, she was unable to, I mean, technical challenges, we'll get to a time that there are hitches and the IT students who said glitches and all that, I don't know, but then there's, So maybe during a point in time, he said something that she was unable to capture. So that is what I believe honorable members are wanting to know how she's going to get that information to the House since she was having technical challenges. Please, so maybe the simplest of ways to go about it is that maybe she can say she would get it from either you or any other person who joined it, so that this, because we are going back and forth on it, and we've also said that we want to leave here in the shortest possible time, so please let's be brief and concise about these things so that we can proceed to the next thing. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Honorable Stephanie. Our Deputy Clerk, please do us an honor to tell the House how you are going to get the minutes for the emergency sitting.
Okay, so the House, I have the meeting, the minutes, but it wasn't complete. So I would ask those who joined and also ask the speaker and then combine everything, and then I'll provide the revised and detailed one to you all. Thank you.
Thank you. A motion was raised, and I need an honorable member to second it so that we move on.
So, Speaker, before I second the motion, I would like to point out that as to how a deputy clerk or a clerk would perform her functions is not something that we, the members of parliament, should be worried of, because she is only bound by the legal rules. So far as she works within the constitution and the standing orders, we cannot question her as to how she would perform her function. We've charged her with something, and we are here to witness whether she would be able to meet the charge or not. And so when she's not able to meet it, that's when we can sanction her or anything. So, Mr. Speaker, let's be clear about that. And to second the motion, I, Abokwa Francis, hereby second the motion for the minutes of meetings for the second sitting to be revised and reviewed. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Anyone or any honorable member here who is in support of this motion, let me hear a yeah. Any honorable member who is not in support of this motion, let me hear a no. For that being said, the House has charged the clerk and the deputy clerk to get us a revised, or to get the House a revised minutes for our previous, which was the emergency sitting, the minutes for the emergency sitting. Thank you. The next item on the order paper is a recess. The House would want to go on a recess, and you will come back when we are done. The Speaker. Honorable members and invited guests. I would want to give some shout outs to the Kenya Still Live, WhatsApp Tech. You have Baby Eagle here, who is in the person of Edgar Asante. Yes, so I would love to acknowledge their presence here. All right, honorable members, you are once welcome back to the chambers. This is the 7th course Parliamentary Council, and I mean 7 means perfection. So we are going to perfect all imperfections. Trust me. And we are zooming direct into the main business, which is the public business. The reasons why we are here today. We are here to observe our budget reading. We are going to make deliberations on it, accept or reject our budget, then we are out of here. I want to put this across. We are here to represent the very good people of College of Humanities and Social Sciences. And for that reason, you all have our constituencies of which we represent. So for that being said, we have to put the very best interest of our people first, before any other thing. Today, the Executive Council is going to talk to us, is going to present to us how the deals of these people are going to be used, where these monies are going to pass, what these deals are going to be used for. Since these voices put some certain level of trust in all of us, we should not disgrace them. I mean, if you are raising concerns, we must know that indeed you've put the very best interest of these voices you represent first. Please, this house of record, a house of learning. If any member makes a mistake, you raise the point of correction to correct the honorable member. If you have an information you would want to put across, you raise the necessary sign, and when you catch the eye of the speaker, you'll be called to give your submissions. If you think the house is out of order, you raise the point of order, and you'll be called by the speaker for you to give out your submission. Please, henceforth, you are supposed to raise the right sign. If you raise a point of correction and you end up giving a point of information, honorable members, I'll be very, very fair to let you sit. You don't call the speaker. If you catch the eye of the speaker, why not? I'll call you. I'm not on the side of the executives. I'm not on the side of any executive here. I am here as a referee, as to witness and also make sure whatever is being done here is being done rightly and constitutionally. As our honorable said, using your position as a bully platform or something, I'm not here to do that. I'm here to coach, or to be a referee. So if you have any concern, you raise the right sign, and when you catch the eye of the speaker, you'll be called and you give your submissions. Honorable Francis.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, on our first sitting, we raised the issue of the fact that we, the parliamentarians, most of us, are not very conversant with the hand signs. And I remember you assured us that we will have a virtual orientation in order to orient us into the parliamentary proceedings. But Mr. Speaker, as at now, we haven't been oriented, and most of our faces haven't been oriented. So I think it is quite inimical to say that if you don't raise the proper hand sign, you will not be called or you will not be given the platform to submit. So Mr. Speaker, please, can you come again with that? Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Honorable Member. I really have it on my heart to have an orientation section for this house. But then, you see, we have bureaucracy system in this university. If you want to do something, it must go through processes. Do you get it? You see, having here or having access to this auditorium wasn't easy. You see, we walked down, up, down before we were able to even fix today's sitting. But then I'll do the honor to, talk about the signs. I'm only mentioning them. And if you want to raise any sign, henceforth, you raise the right sign. We have the point of information. If you want to raise a point of information, Marshall, can you kindly stand up for me? If you want to raise a point of information, you do this. Do it for me, Marshall. And it has to be above your head. If you want to raise a point of correction, you do this. And it has to be above your head. If you want, Marshall. Yes. If you want to raise a point of order, do you know blues? You do this. That's a point of order. So a point of information is when you want to make a submission, when you want to bring out an information. And a point of correction is raised if you want to correct the just ended conversation or a just ended statement made by any person in the parliament. And if you think the house is out of order, you raise the point of order. Thank you, Marshall. Please, are we okay? Please, are we okay now?
Yes, please. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Member. All right, so, Honorable Deputy Speaker.
Speaker of the House, thank you very much. I want to say that even as we're able to schedule an emergency meeting for the swearing in of honorable members, I believe that since we are having challenges securing a venue for our in-person orientation, I believe it would be only fair that we have one online so that if we had had one online, these things wouldn't have risen. So please let's look into that venture too. Thank you.
All right, thank you, my very beautiful Deputy Speaker. Honorable J. Brifo.
The House, please, I am so concerned about the very first sitting that we had. I think you had a ring at your, this is your index finger, right? If I'm right, yes, your little finger. I was even asking if you're a Freemason or something, because I wanted to know the authority you have. And then this is a house of records, right? So I would want to know what is the symbol of authority in this house. I believe there should be a mace in this house before we can even proceed. Thank you.
All right, sure, thank you. You have a point. Without a mace, we don't have a parliament. That's a symbol of authority. But then, due to certain reasons, and it has to be put on record. We are on live. I shouldn't get an excuse for this, but you see, we took a car. We used the car to convey all the items here, and it got broken. It's there. I'll take pictures of it and send it to you. It's broken. But then you would have to pardon me. We are on live, and they're also putting it on record. Regardless, we still have the authority. And we are going to make the change that we want today. So pardon me for not getting the maize for this important meeting. Thank you. We can reset. It is possible. Thank you. All right, we move on to the main business of the day, which is the budget reading. So the financial of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences is going to present to us the budget, the annual budget for this year or this academic year. So without much said, I'd like to invite the financial, but then I would want the marshal to get the financial in. All right, as we are waiting for the marshal, please, this is how we are going to go about everything. He's going to read the budget to us, and when we get to the breakdown, after reading a part, you'll be paused so that any concerns can be gathered. And I mean, so that it can foster a very smooth process, so that he can be able to give meanings, he can be able to give explanations to anything or any item that was captured on his budget. Please, are you okay? So you read everything to us. When we get to the point of breakdown, we start to ask our questions. Please, are you okay with that? Honorable members, are you okay with that? Are you okay with that? All right, without hearing anything, all right, let's proceed. I would love to invite the Financial Secretary for the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. He's in the person of Master Richard. So the house, Master Richard is here and is going to present to us the annual budget for the 2025 academic year. Let's give him all the ears. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Hello. All right. Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members of Parliament, under the leadership of the President, His Excellency Nana Ejinje Dennis, I beg to move the motion in this honorable house to approve the budget statement and policy breakdown of the JB Dadzi-led administration for the 2024-2025 academic year. Under the leadership of His Excellency the President and per cost standing orders, permit me to present this august house the budget statement and policy breakdown of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. It's noteworthy that the detailed projections and impact analysis of the budget allocation has already been submitted to the Finance Committee of this august house. And I would like to extend my sincerest appreciation to you personally, Mr. Speaker, and the honorable members in this House for the trust that you have given me and you have put in the leadership of this course administration. To begin with, we have our first program to be the Breast Cancer Awareness Tour. This program was held in October 2024, where College of Humanities and Social Sciences hosted a breast cancer awareness campaign spearheaded by the AJGB and DADI-led administration. The campaign included visits to two SHS in the country, aiming to educate students and staff about breast cancer awareness, the risk involved, and early detections, and how we can curb this breast cancer issue. So this initiative was to promote unity, coordination in the fight against the breast cancer, aligning with our commitment to excellent and community service. We had a lot of plans with regards to the breast cancer awareness tour, and as part of the plans, a team of dedicated students with exceptional qualities and skills were appointed to spearhead the program. The team, together with the executive committee, conducted some health screening for these SHS students and staff inclusive. Mr. Speaker, I want to make it clear that a total amount of 4,250 Ghana cedis only was allocated to support this initiative. Second on the list, we have the course freshman orientation. As we all know,
please, we've posted the budget, the soft copy of it on the platform, so you can check that if you want.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So the next on the list is the course freshman orientation for the 2024-2025 academic year. Mr. Speaker, this was a one-day program organized by the college executive body to formally introduce the executive and the college authorities, provide students with essential information about academic policies, procedures, and expectations, and also to inform students about available support services such as the counseling, academic advising, and financial aids that are available on the campus of KNUST. Finally, to introduce students to the campus layout, facilities, and resources, making it easier for them to navigate their way through the college and their day-to-day running of activities in their endeavors. So I want to make it clear also that an amount of 5,125 Ghana cedis only was allocated for this program. Mr. Speaker, we also had appointees and parliamentary inauguration, of which it was held in January 2025. So the College of Humanities and Social Sciences officially welcomed its newly elected executives and appointed executives, and also the parliamentarians for the 2024-2025 academic year. This inauguration ceremony marked the beginning of the JB Dadzi-led administration pursuit of excellence. Under the leadership of His Excellency Nana Ajayi Dennis, talented and well-versed students were nominated, interviewed, and selected to lead various committees in the college. To support the administrative work, a total budget of 5,525 Ghana cedis, 80 pesos, was allocated for this program. That's the appointees and parliamentary inauguration. Mr. Speaker, we received a letter from your office stating it clear that this academic year you would want to, and particularly this semester, you would want to embark on parliamentary retreats. We've considered it, and we added it to the budget. So under the leadership of His Excellency Nana Ejinjebi Dennis, we seek to let this retreat provide a platform for parliamentarians to engage in constructive dialogue, set legislative agendas, and develop effective working relationships. The retreat will also offer training and capacity building opportunities to enhance the skills of parliamentarians. Mr. Speaker, to support this initiative and to let it come to light, we have allocated a whopping amount of 6,524 Ghana cedis to this program. And I thought I would get some yeah for this one. Thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, the love is something that was instituted in the very beginning of creation, where God created Adam and Eve. And so therefore, in every 14th of February, we seek to have a program where love or lovers come together and celebrate the day. And we name this program Amor Gratuito, to wait for love's sake. Mr. Speaker, during the program, we were able to share HIV test kits and some number of condoms, of which we know that we didn't share it for the student to use it otherwise. But for those people who would find it very difficult for them to control themselves, we were able to get them some number of condoms. By investing in this thing, we thought it will help to promote good health and well-being of our students, and to demonstrate our commitment to this holistic development and success. Mr. Speaker, during this program, we incurred some courses, and I want to bring it to the floor of Parliament that although we wrote some sponsorship to Ghana Aid Commission for the provision of the condoms and also the HIV test kits, we spent a total amount of 4,252 Ghana cedis 40 pesos for the Amor Gratuito program. Mr. Speaker, the reason why we're all here is for us to have our third sitting and also listen to the budget presentation of a J. Dadzi-led administration. And so the budget reading and parliamentary sitting also costed an amount of 7,242 Ghana cedis, 50 pesos for this budget reading program. Mr. Speaker, there has been a trajectory that all the administrations, when you come to office, you would be informed that when you come to Kia University, College of Humanities and Social Sciences is the biggest college that we have on campus. And so therefore, there is a need for us to collaborate and have unity among the students and the staff as well. So we have a program called the Course Unity Summit. And Mr. Speaker, I am pleased to announce to you that this program is designed to foster unity and cohesion among the three faculties. That is the Faculty of Law, Faculty of Social Sciences, and the School of Business. Mr. Speaker, we aimed at bringing the three faculties under the college in one umbrella. Executives, apart from sharing flyers across all social media platforms, also would move to class, announcing the program and the need for core students to be united. We have quite a number of strategies to bring this program to light. And one is extensive social media campaign across all platforms. Personalized announcement in classes by executives and appointees, distribution of flyers, and so on. Mr. Speaker, the course Unity Summit would see success, I believe. And to make it happen, we have allocated an amount of 9,242 Ghana cedis, 40 pesos to support this program. Right after the course Unity Summit, that's going to be just an indoor summit. And the program seeks to bring all the people or all the students in the college together and create unity and cohesion. So sitting down for some hours in an auditorium cannot achieve that vision. So we want to also bring it to your attention that after the course Unity Summit, we would have the course Super Games. Mr. Speaker, this program is aimed at uniting the three faculties, as I said earlier, through socialization, games such as football, cards, tennis, drafts, and many more. Mr. Speaker, a total estimated amount of 6,455 Ghana cedis, 50 pesos, has been allocated for this important program in our college. We also have the first state of course address. We know that at the end of this semester, there is a need for His Excellency, our visionary leader, Ajay J.B. Dennis, to come and brief us about the activities that we've done so far. And that would happen on the first state of course address for everyone under the College of Humanities and Social Sciences to know how we've utilized the resources of the college. So during this event, the president of the college will deliver a comprehensive address outlining the college's accomplishments, challenges, and plans. The address will also provide an opportunity for the college community to come together, reflect on what we have to achieve together as a college. The program is aimed as the program would include, a keynote address by the president, a review of the college's achievement during the first semester, an outline and plans of initiatives, and probably questions and answers session for anyone who has it to come and ask. The first state of course address promises to be an enriching and thought-provoking experience, providing valuable insights into the college's vision and missions. Mr. Speaker, a total estimated amount of 2,998 Ghana cedis has been allocated to support this program. To this point, I would want to urge that Mr. Speaker permit me to take some water before I continue. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The next on the list is Public Speaking and Article Writing Challenge. As we strive to nurture the next generation of leaders and change makers, we recognize the importance of effective communication skills. We are excited to launch the Public Speaking and Article Writing Challenge, an initiative designed to empower students within the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. This challenge is more than just a competition. It's an important for students to develop confidence, public speaking skills, and foster effective article writing and storytelling techniques. For our first-year students, the challenge presents a unique chance to gain competitive experience, preparing them for the interfaculty debate competition, which would be held after this public speaking challenge. Through this challenge, participants would have the opportunity to showcase their talent, receive feedback from industry experts, and develop essential skills for the academic and professional success. Mr. Speaker, to make this program happen once again, we have allocated an amount of 1,408 Ghana cedis to support this program. Mr. Speaker, just as we witnessed some few days ago, that there is a need for us to celebrate our dear ladies when it comes to the academia and politics. So we have a program for the Women Commissioner, that's the Ladies to the Front Summit. And this summit is to empower our young ladies who are having the zeal to continue their academic pursuits here and afterwards. Through engaging sessions, inspiring speakers and networking opportunities would happen at the program. The program aims at empowering women to break barriers, make positive impacts in their lives and communities, and harness their inner power. This movement is all about collective and support and also successes. So we know that when we're talking about women, our dear gentlemen will be like, this is women's program, so we wouldn't be part of it. But in our administration, we make sure that we bridge that gap. To make it happen, a whopping amount of 5,891 Ghana cedis, 10 pesos, has been allocated for this program. We have the Coast Trade Fair as the next on the list. The Coast Trade Fair is an innovative platform designed to showcase the spirit of entrepreneurship and talent of students within the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. This event is aimed at achieving, first, skill training such as wig making, soap making, and many more. And we are also expecting to foster a culture of entrepreneurship and innovation among our students. Also, we seek to provide a platform for students to showcase their business ideas and their products. By supporting this, we aim to empower the next generation of business leaders and change makers. Because we all know that when you come to this country, every year, the number of graduates that goes out from all the public universities, it is assumed that only 10% of them secure jobs after national service. So there is a need for us to empower our young ones before they leave the shores of KNUST. This is also to reduce the unemployment rate we are facing as a country. To make it happen, it's a big program, and we want a lot of our students to partake. So we have allotted 12,165 Ghana cedis, 20 pesos, to cater for the expenses of this program. Mr. Speaker, among all the things that I've said earlier, we cannot do away with one important thing. I can see that some of our agenda boys are in the house. And they are here because they want to also be here so that when the day comes, our students would go and vote for them or elect them as our successors. we can do away with everything, but finding our successors, we can never do away with that. So, Mr. Speaker, an estimated amount of 4,252 Ghana cedis, 70 pesos, has been allocated for elections. After elections, there is a need for us to hand over to the new generation of leaders and to celebrate the achievement of the college, that's the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, and to recognize the performance of some outstanding students and faculty members. This program highlights some dinner, bringing students together and bringing the faculty alumni as well together in that night. A handing over ceremony would also go on that day as part of the awards night. This prestigious event promises to be an unforgettable night of celebration, recognitions, and new beginnings. Mr. Speaker, an estimated amount of 3,484 Ghana cedis, 50 pesos, has been allocated to cater for the expenses of this program. Before we end the second semester, we need to also assess the performance of a Jane Dadzi-led administration. And to that, there is a need for him to come and present the state of course address to the parliament and also to the student populace. So the last state of course address by the college president is a significant event to be held in the second semester before the 2024-2025 academic year ends, and before we, the executive, pass on power to the next leadership of this college. This is the time to reflect on the achievement, challenges, and future plans of the college. Through an engaging and informative address, the president aims to promote transparency, accountability, and community engagement. To make it happen that we transfer power successfully to the next leadership, we have allocated an amount of 2,566 Ghana cedis, 50 pesos to it. Mr. Speaker, I want to also make it clear that as an executive council, there are times that we go for meetings. And when we meet like that, there is a need for us to have some small refreshment. Because as we've met here, definitely before we leave, there is a need for us to refresh ourselves. And so therefore, likewise the executive committee, anytime we meet, there is a need for us to provide them with at least water. And to do that, you would incur an amount, this is an estimated amount of 1,000 Ghana cedis for both the first and second semester. Another thing that I want to say is that when you come to course, it is assumed that we are the college with huge number of students. We are the largest college on campus. So when it comes to supporting student or supporting needy student, they say we are supposed to have a lot of funds to support needy student. We are not the first administration to bring this thing. It has been there already, and we want to ride on the achievement of our predecessors. So we would institute called Sumimu Fund, supporting needy students with love and care. The Call Sumimu Fund is an initiative dedicated to providing financial support and material support to needy students within our college community. The mission is to ensure that no student is left behind due to financial constraints. And because of this, we aim to provide assistance with financial support for tuition and educational expenses, and also food and other essential stuff. Mr. Speaker, an estimated amount of 10,000 Ghana cedis, has been allocated to cater for the expenses of Course Somimu Fund. At the end of our tenure of office, there is a need for us to award our appointees, possibly reward them in recognition of their hard work and dedication to the work that we've given them. So we have appointees allowance, and this is a just token of appreciation, just a small token of appreciation for their efforts and their unwavering support that they've given the administration. An amount of 4,000 Ghana cedis has been allocated to cater for the appointees' allowance. Mr. Speaker, now coming back to our legacy projects, we want to give our dear law students a sitting area. We all know that when it comes to social and business, we have 9 sitting areas over there. But when you go to the law student or the law faculty, it seems that they are left behind. And we can all attest to the fact that because of their numbers, they do not have enough resources to undertake such projects. So we would want to build an ultra-modern sitting area at the law faculty, and an estimated amount of 65,000 Ghana cedis only has been allocated for this project. Mr. Speaker, the college would also have to have an identity. In fact, when you come to College of Humanities and Social Sciences, we only have our college brooch, then possibly our Lacoste, of which most of the continuing students do not patronize. So we would want to bring in our cloths before we end our tenure of office. So the College Cloth Initiative aims to promote unity and identity among students at the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. The project involves the design and production of customized college-branded clothing, providing students with a sense of belongingness and pride in this institution. Moreover, the college clothes will uniquely brand the college, setting it apart and creating distinctive visual identity. A total budget of 1,500 Ghana cedis has been allocated to support this project. This is in the view that after the printing of the clothes, our dear students and also the staff would have to purchase. That's the reason why we have allocated least amount of money to the printing of the college clothes. Mr. Speaker, I want to give the budget breakdown. Now we have our projected revenue for the year. When we assumed office, myself and my president went to the Directorate of Student Affairs, and we got to realize that 25% has been left in our accounts. The 25% of what our predecessors spent or what they gained. It was an amount of 40,000 Ghana cedis. And we also have expected income from dues. We have projected 140,000 Ghana cedis to be our income from dues for the 2024-2025 academic year. We all know that when freshers comes, we have souvenirs that we give them, and we do not give to them for free. We sell them. And we did likewise So we had some proceeds from the souvenirs, and it was an amount of 1,000 Ghana cedis and 1,020 Ghana cedis. That was the amount of money we realized from the proceeds of souvenirs. So total projected revenue for the year would be 181 Ghana cedis, 181,000 Ghana cedis for the 2 semesters. We also have our projected recurrent expenditure. The recurrent expenditure is an expenditure that our successors will come and also inherit, because they would also have same programs. The total amount of 96,374 Ghana cedis, 41 pesos, would be our projected recurrent expenditure. We also have our projected capital expenditure for the year, and it is coming from the establishment or the bringing up of the college clothes, which is 1,500, and also the sitting area, 65,000 Ghana cedis, amounting to 66,000 Ghana cedis, 500. So the total projected expenditure, that is adding the recurrent expenditure to the capital expenditure, would be 162,874 Ghana cedis, 41 pesos. And so therefore we would have a budget surplus of an amount of 18,145 Ghana cedis, 59 pesos. Mr. Speaker, further breakdown of other programs has been given to you already, of which it has come to my notice that there has been further deliberations by the Finance Committee in this Parliament. To end with, I would want to quote a scripture from the good books of wisdom, that is Proverbs chapter 16, verse number 9. It says that, and I quote, "A man's mind plans his way, but it is the Lord that directs his steps and makes them established." To wit, Mr. Speaker, it is my prayer that the good Lord will guide all our steps for us to realize all our plans. May God bless Koski University, and may God bless everyone present here. Thank you very much.
All right. How's the financial has presented the budget to us? Ideally, I wanted us to go about it this way. When he gets the breakdown, when he gives us the breakdown for, let's say, item A, then if you have any question for him, you start to ask. But I want to discharge him, not as in for him to go, but then I would want the Budget and Finance Committee to read out their report, as in whether they are actually accepted the report to be read in the Parliament, and also to give us their findings, because it is required that the budget, before it's being read in the Parliament, the budget will be sent to the Budget and Finance Committee for them to make review, make deliberations about it, then give out their permission for the budget to be read in the House by the Financial Secretary. And for that being said, I would love to invite Honorable Veronica, who is the chairperson for the Budget and Finance Committee, to give us her findings. So I'll discharge Financial for a while before I invite him back to the podium, so that questions will be asked, deliberations will also be asked. All right, so Honorable Veronica. Aye.
the Speaker of the House, my name is Veronica Ayaira, the Chairman for the Finance and Budget Committee. So we received the budget from the financial, and then we're supposed to go through, we're charged to go through and then make findings, then bring up our recommendations. So having gone through, we realized that everything was okay to us. To us, everything was fine. And then we moved forward to ask him to proceed in the budget reading. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Honorable Veronica Yaya, for the report read. She's the chairperson for the Budget and Finance Committee, and I know, or that's why I know for sure that the budget was sent to the Budget and Finance Committee for them to go through, review the budgets, and also write a report about it, give out their recommendations, whether the budget is supposed to be read or not, whether the budget should be accepted or not. And that's a report from the Budget and Finance Committee. Thank you, Honorable Veronica Aye. We proceed to the next item on the order paper, which is the debate and deliberations on the budget, which has been presented to us by the Financial Secretary of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, who is in the person of Master Richard. All right, the House, that's the next item on the order paper, debate and deliberations. And this is how it's going to be. We have our various caucuses. We have the caucus of Social Sciences, we have the School of Business, and we have that of the law faculty. Yes, and for that reason, I'll be taking 3 submissions from Social Sciences, 3 submissions from School of Business, then 3 submissions from the law faculty. Then before that, during our second sitting, we couldn't read out the minutes to us though. Let me put this across. If you are leaving, you have to bow to the authority of the House. If you stand up, you have to bow. Ideally, we are supposed to have our maids in front here, but due to certain reasons, we don't have them here. But then if you rise and you want to move to any place, you bow, then you go out. Thank you. All right, so as I was saying, the minutes should have captured the appointment of the caucus heads. And I said in our first sitting that due to certain reasons, we cannot make our caucus first year according to first year, second year, third year, fourth year. Because ideally, it is assumed that our first years just came to school, so they are not actually abreast with all our proceedings and all that. So I think we wouldn't be fair on their side if you had to choose caucuses according to the various, whether the person is first year, second year, or third year, or fourth year. So we went about it this way. We grouped ourselves, or we grouped the caucuses according to the faculties. Because the college is made up of 3 faculties, which is the Faculty of Law, the Faculty of Social Sciences, and the School of Business faculty. And for that reason, when we had our second sitting, which was the emergency sitting, which was held on online, I appointed various caucus heads for the various caucuses. So for that reason, I'll take, after taking 3 submissions from the various caucuses, I would also have to take submission from the various caucus heads. Thank you.
You don't know that.
All right, so with the submission, we are going to start from my left to the right, which is, I'll start from the Faculty of Law, the Law Faculty. Then I move, when they are done with their submissions or their deliberations. I'll move on to the School of Business. Then I also will continue with the Social Sciences. Are you okay with that?
And we also thank the honorable members of the House. But before we come out with our suggestion, a typing error. So that was captured in the summary, the one in the table for the summary of the whole budget. On page 8, more gratitude or whatever is misspelled with an extra R. So since this is an official document, I want us to take note of that. Then, for the law faculty, I would like to commend this administration, His Excellency the President, and the financial. Then I also urge the administration to ensure that this project is completed on time and to the highest standard. The law faculty are eagerly anticipating for this space. We are waiting for this project. Lest I forget, it should also be disabled friendly, since there are laws in Ghana that recognize them, and in fact talks of the fact that infrastructures in the countries must be disabled friendly. So we do not want one that cannot be accessed by physically challenged people. So I don't know if there's been detailed discussion or review.
This administration has come into power and they are working on it. They should be applauded for that. However, I have some issues with our budget, and without wasting much time, let's delve into it. First of all, I was hoping we would have a hard copy of the budget, since we all know that financial matters are serious business, and as such, we need hard copies so that we can jot down the things that we avert our minds to. And also, I realized some of the projects were already have been undertaken. Yeah, so I was hoping the budget would mention specifically those projects which have been undertaken and the ones which are yet to be taken, to ensure the effectiveness and efficiency of this budget and our debate and deliberations. And also, I also realized from the budget that there was no breakdown for the Executive Council meeting, and I'm not sure what the Financial Secretary was trying to do. So please, if you can provide us with a breakdown for the Executive Council meeting too, we would be very happy. And also for the VAT, I learned all the breakdowns included VAT. And I stand to be corrected though, I'm not an economics student, I'm a law student. And to the best of my knowledge, I know VAT is an indirect tax, and it is mostly taken when you buy something, right? So it is deducted indirectly from the amount you pay for the item. And so I don't understand why it should be included in the breakdown too. Because when you buy it, you immediately pay it. So why should you include it again? So if the Financial Secretary can provide me with more information on that, I believe that's all. Thank you.
Hello. The speaker.
So why is it that there is no?
So just like the Financial Secretary stated, the law project, the certain area, is something that is very important to us law students, because we've been asking for it for quite a while now. So we are actually very happy that it has been taken into account. With that being said, it would be a nice initiative if we are given regular updates as to how the project is going. Because just like in your submission, I think you ended with a Bible verse where it stated that basically the whole gist of it was that we plan. We can say we can plan what we want, but the execution is not always going to go according to plan. However, if you keep us in the loop, I think it would be a nice thing, so that if we also have some sort of support that we can give whilst it is going on, we would give that accordingly. So yes, I think with the certain area. And also, because we want to finish. I think he would want to finish it before we leave administration. However, that may not be the case. I would suggest we have some sort of directive principle of the college policy where it would mandate the coming administration to finish the project. Because it wouldn't look nice if we begin a project, get to the middle, and then administration comes to an end, and then the next one just leaves it at that. It wouldn't look nice, and it wouldn't be a good sort of outlook on the legacy projects that they are undertaking. So if that could also be taken into account, we would be very grateful. Thank you very much.
Sure. So I would want the financial secretary to, give answers to. I think there were some sort of questions or some concerns which were raised by our honorable members at or in the caucus of the law faculty. So I think you would want to give, if you want to give answers to that, you do that so that we move on to the next caucus.
Right, thank you, Mr. Speaker. I would start from the person who said, before that, I want you to be mentioning your names, please, if it could be possible. If somebody wants to talk, the person can just, so that I can address each and every one with the questions that he or she asked. So the first one, my good brother said there was a mistake. Honorable member, sorry.
I'm Honorable Korte.
Honorable Korte.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. Honorable Korte said the budget is an official document, so there shouldn't be any errors in it. I would want to apologize for that because it was a typo error of which there are certain things that goes beyond our control. So I would like to apologize for that and state that it wouldn't happen again. Thank you very much. The next, the law faculty sitting area, our honorable said it should be disabled friendly. We are considering a lot of things with the designers and the constructors who are coming to help us with the construction of this ultra-modern sitting area. So I think we would take into consideration for that. And our honorable here also said there should be a request for the hard copies of the budgets. Honorable, please can you mention the name?
Honorable Abukia.
Honorable
Abukia.
Abukia.
Yes, please.
All right, thank you very much. Honorable Abukia requested for the hard copies. But unfortunately, we did not have it here because we needed to submit the soft copy to the budget committee in Parliament before we come here, so it was not requested. So if in any case or in next administration there would be a request for it, I would also recommend that it should come from the Parliament, the floor of Parliament, so that when the financial secretary is coming for the budget reading, he can come along with the hard copy of the budget. And next, the breakdown on executive council meeting. It's just 1,000 Ghana cedis that we allocated for the executive council meeting. And we, at times, when we are meeting, you will be in class then, you would just get a call from Mr. President that we have an emergency meeting. At that instant, you can't be going to take shuttles here and there. We have to make some sacrifices, of which we are not accounting for those sacrifices. So when we meet, mostly, we refresh ourselves with some snack, at times water. And most times, when we go for a long day meeting, we pass by and have some lunch for ourselves. So I don't think I would be able to account for the breakdown specifically for the executive council meeting. I know you have requested for it, and I will do my possible best to work on it, because as it stands now, I do not have it on my budget. So, Honorable, I would do diligence to that, and probably next sitting, I'll bring the breakdown of that executive council meeting. Last but not least, Honorable, please, your name again. The one who asked for the VAT.
Honorable Abukia, please.
Oh, okay. You made mention of the fact that you are not an economic student or an accounting student, so the VAT component is a bit of a problem. But the VAT is not just the value addition. We have some component. Now that COVID-19 came, they have introduced new taxes. And one of them is COVID-19 levy. It's part of the VAT that you are supposed to pay. In most cases, we buy directly, we pay it indirectly. When you are going to buy from, let's say, Silver Lobster, you would buy plus the VAT. But when the manager at Silver Lobster is ordering foodstuffs, that one he will pay. He would have to pay the component. And so I would want to give you the components. We have the NHIL. That is the National Health Insurance Levy. And it's 2.5%. We have the GET Fund, of which some of us benefit from it. We have GET Fund scholarship around. That's the Ghana Education Trust Fund Levy. That one too stands at 2.5%. And we have COVID-19 Health Recovery Levy, of which this time we don't hear of the COVID-19 cases again, but then it is there. It has not been abolished, so we pay. So with the issue on VAT, when you are buying as an individual, you would have to pay it indirectly. But when you are buying as a company, you are buying in bulk, you would be, taxed directly. I hope that's clear, please.
Yes, please.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Financial Secretary Master Richard. Thank you, the Law Faculty. At this point, I would love for the House to go on a recess. I would want to use the washroom, so I'd love to go on a recess. The Speaker.
Hello. Honorable members, please let's be seated. The Speaker.
The House, let's resume our seat. I'm very sorry. I was actually dying. I was dying. This is nature. So, I mean, let's proceed to what we were doing. I'm taking submission from the faculty of, or the School of Business, and I will proceed to the social sciences. Point of correction, or point of information.
Mr. Speaker, 3 suggestions were made from the law faculty. 2 were respectfully addressed, and the third one wasn't. So we want an information on that with respect to the third suggestion that was made by
the third question or
the third
submission.
Submission from.
All right, sure. Then the financial wait. Let me go to the School of Business. When he's giving answers to them, then he do justice to that. All right, thank you. All right, 3 submissions from the School of Business. If you want to make submissions, I want to see you stand so that I count. When I'm done counting, you are not giving a submission. I'll just move on. So 3 submissions from this caucus, the blue caucus. We have white, blue, and is that president and what? Multico. So you stand. If you want to give a submission, you stand up. So I have Honorable Enoch Sapon. Then who again? All right, it's only him. Honorable, let's go.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. Okay, so I would want to know from the Financial Secretary the component of the VAT, which is the 21.9%. Per my knowledge, if you are giving VAT exclusive amount, to get the VAT inclusive amount, you have the NHIL to be 2.5%, COVID-19 levy to be 1%, and get fund to be 2.5%, making 6% to get the VAT inclusive amount. Then we calculate the VAT, which is 15%. So the total component, if you add the percentages should be 21%. But then I'm seeing 21.9. So I would want to know from the Financial Secretary the component of the VAT, so that we will do the necessary calculations here. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Honorable Enoch Sapon, who happens to be the Speaker of Parliament from the Blue Caucus, the School of Business. He's also an accountant, he's a brother, he's a fellow senior. I've known him from way back JHS, primary, we went to the same messages. He's a brother, I know him, he's very brilliant. So, out of experience, financial, Honorable Sapon Enoch has put a question before you, and I think you have to do justice to his question and that of the concerns raised from the White Caucus. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. With respect to the questions that came from the Law Caucus, I think I left one unanswered. And with all due respect, I would want to come back to it and give an answer to that. A question was asked on the programs that we've done so far and that of those ones that we've not done. I want to respectfully ask my caucus people if that was the question that you were referring to.
Hello, the Speaker, the House. So, no, that is not what I asked.
All right.
Yes, please.
Can you please repeat it again?
I will. So what I wanted to ask from you was a timeline.
Oh, okay. All right.
First of all, when it will begin, and then also updates. Yes, but if I may add, whilst we were on recess, I remember my president and I at the time sought for an estimate from the Development and Estate Office, KNST, because it's also a project that we wanted to undertake at the time. And I want to ask, your estimate, the amount you gave, which is the 65,000 Ghana cedis, is it a rough estimate made by you, or it was made via consultation with sort of the authorities, if you will? Because what I have, the estimates that we were given, the amount was close to 100,000 cedis. I think it was somewhere around, let me check so I'll give you the exact figure. Just a second, please. So the exact figure we got was 446 cedis, 28 pesos. That is the estimate we got. And I have on my phone right now, that is if you would want to see the exact breakdown as to how they got by that estimate. So with that, that is what brought by the question, sorry. The question as to whether or not you made a random estimate by your own self, or you consulted certain authorities or certain people before arriving at that figure. And also, back to what I asked first, the updates, the way you would be able to update us, to give us a timeline as to how it will be done. And supposing this estimate was simply made by yourself, and it is not in accordance with what we have here from the authorities, if we would be able to support the college as a faculty with what we have. So yes, that is what I submitted. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. The first one, the timeline. So when it comes to projects and programs, you would have to write to the Directorate of Student Affairs, because when you come to this school, they frown on pre-financing, of which we are not ready to even go through that hell of going to explain yourself why you pre-finance the project without their knowledge. So for the timeline, as and when Directorate of Student Affairs approves the budget for us, we will let you know. Then right from there, the project will commence. I hope that's fine. All right. Then about the estimates. It was done via consultation by the president and myself. We had some consultation with the past administration, and I think the last two administrations, that's the FIFES administration, and they gave us an estimate of what they did. I think the two past administrations did one in front of the new block, that's Sosusu block, and we made an inquiry about that one, and the amount that they gave us was not close to the 65,000 that we quoted here. But upon further consultation, as an economist, we know that as and when time goes, the prices of goods and services actually increases. And so it's been 2 years now. So the actual amount they gave us was around 40-something thousand. Then we've extended to 65,000. So it's actually via consultation. All right, and to my chartered accountant, Honorable Enoch Sapon. Yes, I would admit that by computations, the VAT is supposed to be 21% instead of the 21.9%. But we that we are executive, we are part of administration, can attest to the fact that we held a program before we commenced the administration by the Directorate of Student Affairs for all elected executives from the SRC to department. And the accountant, Dr. AMONOO, made mention of the fact that if you want to make it round figure at the end of your calculations, you would have to make it 21.9%, which is a fixed amount given to us.
Mr. Speaker, you proceed.
Mr. Speaker.
Deputy Speaker, proceed.
Mr. Speaker. First off, Sir Kodie.
How are you speaking?
Okay, I have a feminine voice. I was doubting if it was my voice I was hearing. It wasn't my voice. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so Mr. Speaker, I have a lot, but I'll just touch on this in the, I'll just touch on this. So, me being up, I'm here to express.
Honorable, I think a point of order has been raised.
Okay.
Let me attend to that.
Speaker, this is a house of record and also a house of learning. Our financial secretary moved out of order. Initially, when the deputy speaker was talking, I made reference to one of the provisions in the standing orders. So clearly, the financial secretary used a phrase, that's hell. That's hell, and it's subject to interpretation. And in a formal or a professional setting, like parliamentary setting, such expression can be rated or must not be used. So instead, he could use something like that challenging situation, which is highly accepted, rather than using that hell. So,
all right. I think before we proceed, the financial would have to apologize to the House for using that phrase.
All right, Mr. Speaker, I would like to apologize for that and promise that I would learn from my mistakes. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Our Deputy Speaker, kindly move on.
Thank you very much. Okay, so I just wanted to express my disappointment in the Budget Review Committee, because then what she said that the chairperson said that it is okay, they don't have any issues with it. So if you don't have any issues with it, why are the various caucuses raising concerns? This should be our first concern, because the speaker knew that you were capable or felt you were capable. That is why he entrusted such a delicate part of this meeting into your care, and then if you sit and then you come back with the review that you don't have any, you feel it is okay, then I feel like maybe we should reappoint another budget review committee for the next semester or any other, because as a house, these things we need to take a critical look at them, and then this is the finances of our dear college, and so these things shouldn't be looked at lightly. So I just want to express first my disappointment, and to also appeal to the House that maybe if we could look at other ways of handling these things, because I am very disappointed. I am very, very disappointed. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. I will take the submission from His Excellency, the Social President, Honorable Harrison Obin.
Mr. Speaker of the House, I am Honorable Harrison Obinfobi, and I'm presenting the people of the Faculty of Social Sciences. I have a couple of submissions as to the budget read by our Honorable Financial. First of all, the college consists of 3 different faculties, and with the facilities project, I stand to be corrected though, but I heard of law faculty having a sitting area. So I would ask, I don't know if my people from KSB are satisfied with that. Maybe they are endowed with enough resources so they can facilitate themselves. But for the people of Faculty of Social Sciences, I will ask them to at least reconsider and talk about the facility or a project for the Faculty of Social Sciences. And secondly, with the first state of course address, the amount stated there was 2,998.00 Ghana cedis. This is the house of record, as we've been saying, and we don't pinpoint only the evils of our people, but at least we also make recommendations. We are all aware of the situation we are in. Talking about 2,998 Ghana cedis for a whole college first state address reading, I feel like it won't be enough. Or if you have other means of sponsoring this, then we should be aware of. But taking this amount from the cafes to facilitate the whole program, I feel like it is not sufficient. So if probably you have other means, you can let us know that maybe you have sponsors who are going to at least produce item 13 or probably the venue alone. I know this venue costs not less than 1,500 cedis. So a similar venue is going to be used. So taking this 1,500 from this amount, not talking about item 13 for our people, not talking about other, you see that thing. So they should make amendment to that and let us know. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Harrison Obin. Honorable member. All right, I will take the last submission from the Social Sciences Corpus.
All right, thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Let me say sorry, I didn't introduce myself initially. My name is Kweku Bako, Honorable Kweku Bako, and I'm coming from the Social Sciences Parliament. I'm actually the Speaker of the Social Sciences Parliament. And I have a lot of concerns. First has to do with the Budget Review Committee. The chair for the committee, when you invited her to give her address and the recommendations, she said the committee met and everything was okay. Here comes the case. Even a committee member raised a concern. So if the committee really met, how come a member of the committee comes back to the chamber and asks a question concerning the budget? The committee is saying everything is okay. Did they really meet or meet?
Please, you address the speaker. You can't address anyone here. You address me.
Mr. Speaker.
So talk to me.
Mr. Speaker, I'm addressing you. That is why I initially mentioned you.
Speak to me. I want to have an eye contact with you. Speak to me. All right.
Mr. Speaker, thank you. And the next one has to do with the allowance for members of course council. When the financial secretary was reading the budget, it got to a point he made mention of allowance for appointed executives, but we did not hear allowance for members of parliament. Is it that we are supposed to come and spend 5 hours here and stand up, take item 13 and go home? That is all. No, that is not happening. So, Mr. Financial Secretary, please take note of that. Second, in the budget, he also made mention of the cost fund, and 100,000 Ghana cedis was allocated for that initiative. But then when you look at the breakdown, they didn't break it down as to how much is going into school fees support, and then how much is going into food bank. That one too was not made mention. And so please, the Financial Secretary should also address that. The next one is the parliamentary retreat for parliamentarians.
Now, please, you have 30 seconds, please. Due to time factor.
Mr. Speaker,
please,
Mr. Speaker, please, I have a lot of concern. It's very
That's
necessary.
why I'm saying that due to time
yes,
factor.
so the parliamentary retreat, the food items for members of parliament was 50. But for all I know, when we include the speaker, the deputy speaker, the clerks, and even the marshal, we are 28. So how come we have 30 items for members of parliament? Because we are not up to 50. We are only 28. Again, the first address of the college, the photography is 200 cedis. But when you look at all the other programs, the photography, you see 800 cedis turning to, how come the first address, it is only 200 cedis? Is it that they're going to use iPhone to take the pictures?
All right, thank you.
Mr. Speaker, I'm not done. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable.
Mr. Speaker.
Time factor, please hurry up. I'm giving you another 15 seconds. You have to wrap up.
Mr. Speaker, give me 1 minute. The last course address to, they budgeted for 150 cedis for photography. What are they going to use to take the photographs? Is it iPhone, Samsung, or what? They should make it clear to us. And then also the budget did not capture the allowance. You remember in our first sitting, we raised concern as to if the elected, the appointed executives were vetted, then we said that they were vetted. And to my knowledge, they should do the vetting, they give them allowance. So if they give them allowance, the budget did not capture. Is it that the president took money from his own pocket and gave it to them and did not decide to add it to the budget? Lastly, when you look at the end of the budget, the projected amount was 181,000 Ghana cedis and 20 cedis. And then I think they are leaving in the coffers an amount of 18,000 Ghana cedis somewhere. But to my knowledge, the financial secretary is supposed to leave 25% retention in the college account. But if you calculate the 25% of 181,020.00, it should give you 45,000 Ghana cedis, 255. Is it that the financial secretary is not going to leave the 25% retention, or he's spending the money that is supposed to be spent by the next administration? It should also provide clarity. Thank you.
Thank you. In as much as we all want to bring out our concerns, you should also note that we are working with time. So if possibly you can summarize all that you want to say, so that we proceed with whatever we want to do, I would be very, very glad. Or else I would be compelled to, let you say it whilst or in the middle of your submission, because we are dealing with time. Tomorrow is Monday. All right. We don't have time. The financial will give answers to the concerns raised from the Social Sciences Caucus.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. By starting from the Social Sciences Caucus, I think I humbly have Honorable Harrison Obens Phobis concerns about the law faculty sitting area and also the first state amount, whether we are going to increase it or seek for sponsorship. With regards to the sitting area that we're going to construct at law faculty, before I come back to it, last 2 years, social sciences had one, of which none of the other faculties complained about it. Because we all know that we are different in terms of faculties, but when it comes to the college, we are one. So there is no disparity in constructing sitting area at Sososo, where we have two. Because when you go to Sososo New Block, we have one behind it, and in front of it, we have another one. So I think to utilize our resources efficiently, those people who are lacking, there is a need for us to look at them first before we come to those people who are having it in excesses. Thank you very much. Then coming back to the 2,998 Ghana cedis issue, we did a more gratuito program. We sought for sponsorship. We did not add it in the budget because sponsorships are not coming from the monies that we get. So in any case, all the programs that we are going to write sponsorship, we do not include it in the budget. We just let you know that we have written sponsorships to some companies of which they will come to our aid, because looking at things, our amount that we have now is not enough for us to undertake a lot of projects and also be having huge programs. So with that, we've written sponsorships to some companies of which they will come to our aid in terms of item 30s and other stuff. And to Honorable Kakubako, my very good friend, and of course, my former course mate. You asked the question about allowance for parliament. All right. So for that one, it is fixed. When we came to meet our predecessors, they said what they have is what we probably have to go by. So most times we do not add it to the budget, because what we have, when you come for sittings, you have fixed number of times that you come for sitting. So if you are going to increase the number of times you come for sitting, then I'm sure your allowance will be increased, because it is per sitting. Then we give you that allowance. So it's fixed. We came to meet it as it is. So we did not add it to the budget because it is fixed. We don't have anything to do with it again. Then to the Kosomimu Fund, that one I would like to read something small from here. Because Honorable Kakubaku said he wants breakdown on the Kosomimu Fund as to how much would be allocated for catering for school fees, then food bank. I want to also bring to the attention of this house that all food banks on KNUST, as far as students are concerned, or student leaders are concerned, has been centralized. So as I speak now, it's not going to be possible. Any college or any student association that wants to organize food bank would have to do it in consultation with the administration or the dean of student, directors of student affairs. So we on our own cannot organize food bank. And so therefore, food bank is out of the Kosomimu Fund. The fund would be used strictly to support academic work. Maybe if you have arrears in your fees and you would need some help, we will be able to assist you with that. And last but not least, budget reading and photography issue. All right, that's not the last but one. The photography, you could see that at some point in time, we say 150. At some point, we say 200 and stuff. It's not like we are going to use iPhones. You can attest the fact that what we wrote on the budget reading was not up to 800 cedis. But we are not seeing iPhones, or we are not seeing our people taking it with iPhones. No, it's not done anywhere. In fact, we pride ourselves in this, that we are the largest college in West Africa, not even in Ghana. So how can we be using iPhones for photography on official something like, no, it's not going to happen anywhere. So anywhere you see least amount of money apportioned for photography, it means that we too, we have taken it into consideration that if we spend all the money, it means that we are not going to leave anything behind. And just recently, Friday, we went to the office of the director. And what we have on the elections, it's not even up to 9,000. But Prof. Enin made mention of the fact that we are supposed to apportion 40,000 Ghana cedis for election alone, not including vetting. That's the voting, on the voting day. Prof. Enin made mention, I went with my president. And so therefore, there are things that we cannot do it on our own. That's why we said this is an estimate. It's not something that we're going to do by default. Once we present to the house, we are done. No. There's going to be a case where
when we look at the disparity, then it's fine. Then we would continue to do it. So with the photography and stuff, at times we consider that if we spend all the money, by the time you get to elections, that 40,000 they are requesting, we wouldn't be able to provide. And so therefore we add our small tokens to it. You can even ask those who are taking the photographs that at times, Mr. President and probably myself will support them with the little that we have. Because this is an agenda that we are helping ourselves and the college at large. I want to also tackle the 25% retention, then I finish. When you look at our income, the projected income, I intentionally did not bring the 25% because I deducted it before bringing it here. For the 25% retention, I brought that of last year's own, but I did not bring our own because it's not for us. We are not supposed to spend. So it is net. The amount on dues, it is the net one that I quoted, not the nominal one. So what you see there is the 25% retention exclusive. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Naja. I'll get back to you. I'll take one submission each from each caucus, then I'm done. You have to be very brief so that I'll give each and everyone 30 seconds to bring out your submission. And when you're done, we just zoom directly to the next item, which is the voting acceptance of the budget. So, the law caucus. All right, sure. So then I'll start from the social sciences caucus, then I'll move that way.
Right, Mr. Speaker, thank you once again. The issues that I raised concerning the photography and concerning the photography and the food bank as well. The financial secretary is saying that they don't have much control over the food bank. But then in the budget, they said that the 10,000 Ghana cedis will cater for financial support for tuition and educational expenses, food and other essential items. So if they don't have control over the food bank, then what is the food doing in the budget? Then it means they are really going to tackle it. You get it? And then the photography, he said they sometimes consider, and I want to find out, they are considering for who? Is it for the photographers or what? Because after I finished speaking, one of the photographers walked to me and he said they are not going to accept the 200 cedis.
Honorable, sit down.
All right, Honorable Kokuwako. Mr. Speaker, I want to let you know that the food that you saw, the food component, you specifically asked for food bank. We've been here for almost 3 years to 4 years now. And anytime you make mention of food bank, we all know what we mean. The food component here is not going to be instituted like the food bank. Just as I said, the amount would help students in terms of their academic fees and other stuff. But then where the need be, because you cannot say that because of the fact that we are using that 10,000 Ghana cedis for academic fees alone, if somebody is dying in their need of money to feed on, you wouldn't give to that person. You would have to consider those people too. So the food aspect you saw in there, it's not going to be instituted as food bank, but then where the need be, and if any student...
Let the person give you answers. Please, the next time anyone...
Mr. Speaker, it's very necessary that we find out.
It's not funny. Honorable, you can go to the gallery, I'll call you. Move to the gallery, I'll call you. Marshal, walk into the gallery.
Mr. Speaker, what have I done? You can't just say I should move to the gallery, Mr. Speaker. Have I broken any rule?
Honorable, move to the gallery.
Is there any standing order that I have broken? I just want to find out from you.
Honorable, move to the gallery. Honorable member, I think I have the privileges committee here. We are all attesting to the fact that I've told him to move to the gallery. He said he wouldn't. So if I take any legal actions against him, we'll meet in court. Thank you. Sure, I'll move to the let me move to the School of Business. All right. If you have any submission, I'm taking one submission. Please be brief, very brief.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm sorry if we exhaust more of the time that you've been given to us because.
Honorable Kokubako. I wanted to address the issue going on between our very honorable speaker and also Honorable Kokubako. Doesn't speak well of us, and it is on record. I don't know what is going on between you and Honorable Speaker. Oh, listen. Oh, we shouldn't be laughing about these issues. During our first sitting, Honorable Kokubako was asked to walk out, and today too. So I don't know what is going on. Maybe one mishandle one's girlfriend, or maybe. I'm saying maybe, because it's quite unfortunate that a very honorable speaker for the faculty of Social Sciences will always be asking to walk out. Oh, it is not nice. You should frown upon this act. And also with much respect, maybe you doesn't agree with the speaker, but he's the one moderating our sitting. And he's the very honorable here. So kindly treat him as such. Maybe you have issues. Me sitting, I have issues, but maybe after this sitting, I'll go to Jack. A, B, C, D, they didn't go also in our next sitting. Kindly do all to address our issues. But going back and forth with him, maybe you have a crash here or someone observing our sitting.
Honorable member, this is the time.
Oh, I'm a member of the privilege committee. Oh, I'm speaking from the point of.
That's why I'm saying we are working within time, so
I'm not giving any submission, but me addressing the issue as a member of the privileges committee, with which you are my head. And here is the case, you are part of the victim, which they so you can't address the issue. So I'm the rightful person to address this issue.
That's why I'm saying we are working within time, so
Honorable Kokubako, with much respect, I believe that after here you will address your issue. So kindly treat this occasion with much respect, okay? Thank you so much.
All right, sure. I would want to address what he said. I don't have any personal banter with him, but we all know for a fact that this is a house of order, and for that reason, we have to follow orders, respect protocols. You are talking. It's happened on 3 occasions. He was speaking, and I told him we are working with time, so for that reason, he has to be brief. He retaliated. I spared him. I didn't say anything. Second time too, I didn't say anything. But the third time I was speaking, doesn't speak well of an honorable. That's when the Speaker of Parliament is speaking, you are sitting there speaking back. You see, certain things I may look on, but it's on record. We are on live, and you cannot disrespect me like that. To the point I've asked him to go to the gallery, he told me point blank that he won't. I know our judicial chair is watching us. Judicial chair, we are coming. All right. Sure. Yes, I won't lie to you. I think I read something to you before we started the sitting, and Honorable read it, right? And if you are in contempt with the Parliament, it's 2 things. It's either we remove you from office or you'll be suspended. And I'll make sure you meet the judicial chair after this sitting. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Standing order said it like openly that if there is a breach or if there is a contempt of Parliament, I read it before we started the sitting. If there is contempt of the Parliament, we are going to move or you just move the issue to the judicial head or the judicial chair, then if the person is truly found of contempt of parliament, it's two things. It's either the person will be removed from office or the person will be suspended. Thank you. Honorable Ajay, you carry on with yours.
Thank you once again, Mr. Speaker. Honorable Ajay Brefo from the Faculty of Business School, final year HRM course representative, and also the Vice President for TAIN NDC on campus. Thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, when Financial Secretary was reading the budget, I don't know if we've really dived into the breakdown of the budget, but then I found one cost Somimu fund, which is 10,000 Ghana cedis, 10,000. And then when Honorable Kwekubakon, who is now a backbencher, was addressing the issue, he said 100,000 cedis, and then the Financial Secretary couldn't correct him. It's actually 10,000 Ghana cedis. And when he was talking, he said, I wrote it somewhere. It was in relation to the fact that he was saying that it was a huge amount, right? That was 10,000 Ghana cedis. He was saying that it was a huge amount. Mr. Speaker, I have with me a chat between myself and one of my classmates. With your permission, I would want to read. She wasn't able to settle the 50% of her fees before the midterm, and so I referred her to go to the exam officer. And then when she went there, Mr. Speaker, with your permission, she said, I called him, but he said unless I defer and come back next year, which means that someone has deferred because of 50% of 2,200 Ghana cedis. And then we are allocating only 10,000 Ghana cedis to cost Somimu fund. It's quite obnoxious, very, very dangerous. We have to increase the fund. So I think we have to also reconsider that allocation of funds into that budget. And also when he was talking about the sitting area for the Faculty of Law, he said that it was an ultra-modern law faculty sitting area. And then I want to know what he means by ultra-modern. Sorry, what he meant by ultra-modern law faculty area. And then I also have been informed that the Faculty of Law's president, the president for the Faculty of Law, is already undertaking such projects, right? So I would want to know how he is liaising with the executives and the president of the law faculty.
Right, thank you,
Thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, sorry, last.
Please, 15 seconds.
Okay, so I chanced on one course Unity Summit. That was in the breakdown of the budget. And then he allocated, that's page 31, he allocated, Mr. Speaker, I'm coming. He allocated funds to pastries. That's 500 quantity, but then he didn't allocate the unit price, and then he came out with a total amount of 3,000 Ghana cedis, right? And then he also allocated 40 quantity of soft drinks, which is one containing 12 pieces. So containing 12 pieces, 40 times, I think 12 would be around 480 or so. But he is allocating 500 pastries to 480 soft drinks. And I also want to know the unit price of each pastry. Thank you very much.
I would want to take the last submission from you, then he answers everything together. All right, sure. So, law, focus.
Hello. The Speaker of the House. So, the Financial Secretary, as he was responding to what I said, to me, it seems the way you made the budget, the consultation you claim to have made is not satisfactory, because you based it off of two previous administrations, right? Ours here was not based on any previous administration, but rather we did our findings. So with all due respect, Mr. Financial Secretary, if it would be possible for you to revisit the budgeting, and please, Mr. Speaker, if I can address Honorable Ejebrefo, like through you. All right, please, our president, to clarify, he is not currently undertaking the project. Yes, please. So if you can get your facts straight. Yes, if it is on a policy document, does that mean it is being undertaken, if I may ask?
Honorable members.
Yes, if that is the case,
Sure.
yes, please. So, with the estimate, that is basically my concern. If you could kindly revisit it and give us a more updated and more realistic figure, we will be very grateful.
All right, thank you,
very
Honorable.
much.
Thank you. Financial.
Speaker, I would want to start from the law faculty caucus. On the consultations, I actually didn't add the fact that we consulted the provost of the college also. It wasn't only the past administration executives that we consulted, but yes, I skipped that. Sorry for that. The provost, then an architecture. Yeah, the provost and an architecture. Architect. No, for the project, when we went to the provost at first, he told us that we need an expert to come and estimate it for us. So we needed to consult an architect. And for that, we did it with the provost. We didn't do it ourselves, consulting an architect for the... Yes, please. Yeah. And also, you made mention of realistic amount. So I think what we have here, they are just estimates. So if the need comes for us to do adjustment in it, I think we will do that.
I am not asking for an exact figure.
Oh, okay.
But certain estimates make more sense than others.
So it means that our estimates,
No,
it doesn't make
no,
sense.
please,
Right?
please don't get me wrong.
I think,
Please don't. I apologize. if
yeah,
you
it doesn't
get me
make sense.
wrong. No, please. Under no circumstance am I saying that I apologize.
All
But
right.
with what I am saying, it is a general statement in that some seem closer to the actual figure than that.
Okay, so,
It's what I mean, yes.
all right.
Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome. So for some of the programs, we actually allocated certain amounts to it because we can't allocate higher amounts. The surplus that we are having was just 18,000, right? And there is nothing like a program that we are supposed to take out because I've not heard any member of parliament saying that this specific program, we should take it out of the programs that we are about to do. So if that's the case, then there is a need for us to seek for help from outside. And those ones, we do not add them to the budget. So that's why you are seeing some of the amounts that you think they are understated or maybe. Then let me go to Honorable Ajay Brefo, the Vice President for TAIN, NDC. Good. First question was in relation to the course Somimu Fund, where a student has been actually deferred, hasn't been done, or the student has not been deferred. This semester. All right. So the 10,000 we allocated was to just complement the KBN and the bursary that we have. In fact, there has been a lot of occasions where students complain about the fact that they are unable to settle the full amount of their academic fees. That's the reason why it's most likely the KBN and the KNUST bursary is there. And if, regardless of the program that you are doing, if you access that facility, you will be given, if only you qualify to, benefit those facilities. So the 10,000 is to complement what the KB and the KNUST bursary actually does to us. And I think the course unity submit, you were asking of 500 and 480 difference. All right, so the drinks that you were talking about, we have it in packs, 12 in a pack. If you multiply, you would get the 480 that you're talking about. So minus the 500, you get somewhere like 20.
we made it like that because we estimated to cater for students not less than 480, but not more than 500. Please, do you understand that?
But
Yes.
please,
So if...
Sorry.
All
Please,
right.
can you kindly project page 31?
What?
With your permission, Mr. Speaker. Page 31 of the breakdown of the budget.
Page 31.
Please kindly project the screen we have here for us. Control room. Kindly project the screen we have here for us. Sure.
Can you please let me know what is there so that I go there first?
Scroll down, please. Scroll down. It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
Yes, it's okay. Check the quantity side. You have 40 for soft drinks, 500 for pastries.
All right.
Let's tackle the pastries first. So 500 quantity of pastries. The unit price is dash. How did you arrive at 3,000 Ghana cedis?
How did I arrive at?
3,000 Ghana cedis. If you don't know the unit price of each pastry.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. So it's a mistake. It's actually a mistake.
Okay.
The unit price is supposed to be there.
You go and
Yes. Yeah, I have. When I was preparing it, I just prepared it, and I had to revise the budget. Okay. So this is a revised one. So I left it there, so I can actually give you what I actually prepared from the onset.
Oh, okay.
I have everything there.
Okay, so I'm so worried that the revised one has mistakes. The revised one, it has mistakes. But then I'm even blaming the budget committee because they said they've read everything and then everything is right. So please, please, I can't accept this.
So Mr. Speaker, I think my good honorable here would bear with me that when you are using the machine, at times you can make mistakes. And this mistake is not something that we cannot rectify. We are all mathematics students, regardless of the program that you read. So you can actually divide the 3,000 Ghana cedis that we have here by the 500 quantity that we have. And that's going to give you 6 Ghana cedis as a unit price. So that's what I was actually doing. Then not intentionally, I skipped the 6 Ghana cedis. All right, that's all. All right. I'll do that. All right, I'll do that.
And
before you approve, personally, okay. That's fine. Okay. Let me do it later.
Honorable member, Honorable AJ Brifu, can he do it and send it like after, since he doesn't have any laptop with him? Since you see, I'm coming. We are on live, and I think the media never forgets. So I mean, we have said it here that I'm not on his side though, because this mistake can never be overlooked. Yes, because you are talking about finances, we are talking about money. So if you are to omit or if you are to do this mistake, I think it will go a very long way to, create problems and all that. But I think since we are on live, since we have records over there, you will get it for us. So you raise the motion to charge him to present the revised budget to you, and someone will second it, and we'll just move on to, because time is not on our side.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Right, sure.
I respect you a lot. And please, I'm not ready to move a motion. Thank you.
All right, sure.
Yes. Okay, sorry. Thank you, the Speaker of the House. So addressing what the Financial Secretary said. So just now he said that if we should do the division, unit price for pastry is 6 cedis. Yes, then again, when you look at page 28, I don't know if it's 28 or page 29, sorry. The college orientation, is it that? No, it's with the appointees and parliamentary inauguration. The unit price for pastries here is 10 cedis. So the 10 cedis and the 6 cedis, please, which one are we taking? Because I know that pastries, you usually give us pie, and pie wouldn't exceed. I mean, when you are buying it in that quantity, it wouldn't usually exceed 6 cedis. So the 10 cedis and the 6 cedis, please, what are we doing about it?
All right. So thank you very much, Honorable. This one, we have 10 cedis, and that one, we have 6 cedis. When we talk about pastries, we should have actually given it in detail. At times, we provide pie, at times, meat bread. And you can attest the fact that the price of meat bread and pie is not the same. Some is higher than others are lower. So we should have given it in details for you. All right.
All right. Thank you, Naisha. Thank you. I would like to acknowledge the presence of some important guests here. We happen to have our very own, the caucus head for the whole caucus when it comes to SRC Parliament. He mostly says that he's the head for all presidents and all that. And ideally, yes, he's a very respected man, and he's in the person of Paul Edu Poku, perhaps the Republican president. Then you also have the head for the non-residential caucus for the SRC Parliament, and you have our very own Honorable Hackman. All right, sure. Thank you, and you're also welcome for coming to this budget reading. Thank you. Honorable members, we move on to the next item on the other paper, which is the voting and acceptance of the budget. And I think, if that being said, if all concerns have been met or have been answered, or all discrepancies are being resolved, I think we move on to the next item, which is the voting on acceptance of budget. But before that, an honorable raised the concern. I think he's still not working. Honorable Ejebrifo, do you still want it now? Like, do you want it now? Because I think he doesn't have any laptop with him at the moment. So can we proceed? Can we proceed with the next item? All right. For that being said, we move on to the next item on the other paper, which is the voting on acceptance of budget. Time is fast spent. For that reason, I wouldn't waste much time. And I wouldn't want to also deprive someone of his rights. But regardless of your right, you should know that we have borders, we have boundaries. You cannot speak to the Speaker of Parliament anyhow you want. I'm not being rude. I'm not being authoritative. But we work according to the standing orders of this house. For that reason, if you feel you are too big or you are bigger than the standing orders and you want to do your way, things your way, I mean, that's the contempt of the Parliament. And if I'm to give any rulings, it has to be fair on our side. And I mean, you all attest to the fact that what our honorable member did was a disrespect. So I'm inviting him back to the chamber, and he would have to apologize, and it has to be put on record that honorable member at this said time disrespected the speaker sacked him, called him back to the chamber again for him to apologize. Only if he is willing to apologize. If not willing to apologize, we forward everything to the judicial chair, and we take it from there. So Honorable Odubakon, you can come back to the chamber. Welcome back, Honorable.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. All right, Mr. Speaker. It's unfortunate that this is the second time you've asked me to leave the chamber.
The first one, you were naked.
In our first sitting, I was naked. Yes, I accepted it and I left the chamber. You later called me back, and I appreciated that. The second time, you asked me to leave the chamber when I don't really know what I did, but let me say sorry to you for the fact that you said I disrespected you. And so for that matter, I'm very sorry and I apologize. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I'm not driving this issue, but then since he decided, he says he doesn't know what he did, we surely meet in court and you get to know what he did. Thank you. I'm serious about the issue. I'm not lying. I'm serious. All right, we move to the next item on the other paper, which is the voting and acceptance of the budget. You have a concern?
Yes, please.
All right.
Mr. Speaker, what the information I was trying to put across is that you said I disrespected you. I asked for the, and I'm saying I asked for why you said I disrespected you, but the Masha told me that you will later explain to me.
All right.
And I'm saying that since the Masha said you explained to me why you are saying I disrespected you, but then that explanation has not come. You get it? Right. That's what I'm saying. For that matter, I am saying sorry and I apologize. But I will later come to you and ask why you said I disrespected you. Thank you.
All right, sure. Thank you. We move on to the next item on the other paper, voting on acceptance of budget. The Financial Secretary has presented to us the annual budget for the 2025 academic year. So to as many who are in favor of the budget just presented to us by the Financial Secretary, of which concerns have been raised, questions have been asked, and he has given answers to them. If you're in favor of the budget, let me hear a yeah. All right, I move on. So as many who are not in favor of this budget, let me hear no. All right, the House, the good people of College of Humanities and Social Sciences, our invited guests. At this point, the budget that was presented to us on the 9th of March 2025 by the Financial Secretary of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences under the administration of, or the leadership of Nana, His Excellency Nana AJJB, the budget has been accepted. All right, time is fast spent. I'd want to acknowledge the presence of our appointees. Yeah, you've done well. I know you've actually sacrificed a lot to be here. And also comment on the JB Dazi-led administration. I mean, we used to borrow, how do you call it, robes and all that. But today, we can boast of our own. They donated robes to the parliament, to the leadership of parliament, and I should commend them on that. And also, they've been doing marvelously well. And also commend all our honorable members here for always coming for our sittings, showing up, showing concerns, texting on our pages and all that. Thank you. We'll move on to the next item, which is AOCB, any other credible business. Any other credible business. So I'll start from the School of Business. I'll move to the Law Faculty, then I'll end with good people from the Social Sciences. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
All right, Honorable.
This is AJ Brefo once again. And please, yes, then Vice President. And please, during our very first meeting, I was really not in support of the appointees being inaugurated or sworn in, because we didn't have a report of them being sworn in. We didn't see anything. I mean, with their vetting, appointees vetting. And then, Mr. Speaker, you pleaded, the President also pleaded, that they would send a report of their vetting to us parliamentarians. till date, Mr. Speaker, we haven't received that. That's really a concern to me. Thank you very much.
I'll move to the Faculty of Law. Honorable Eben.
Mr. Speaker, we have two speakers from the Faculty of Law, myself and Honorable Francis. First of all, we want to ask for the list of the caucus head you appointed, and secondly, with respect to the parliamentarians' allowance, my concern is about the former course president, that's His Excellency Xavier. His time, they didn't pay parliamentarians our allowance. In fact, I thought of initiating an action in the student court for the current administration to pay that fifth parliament allowance. But then it is so nice to bring it before you to work on that before we can take any legal action. So with this said, I also leave the rest of the time to Honorable Francis to add up to the allowance.
Thank you. Just to add up to what Honorable Kwate just said, it's also the issue of the allowance. I mean, we are halfway into the semester, and I think now is a good time to talk about our allowances. We don't want a similar situation happening in this year too, because last year our allowance came very late, and it got to a time we even lost hope of receiving it. So, we received it though, but it was when all hope was lost. We had no hope that we would receive it, but it came anyways. Yeah, so I think if Mr. Speaker can, I think according to the standing orders, you are supposed to fix it in consultation with the president. So if you can work on it, then provide the House with a budget,
Sure.
no allowance. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll take one last submission from you.
Yes, please. This is just a reminder to our financial secretary, please. The project is really important to us, so with the updates, kindly be giving us what is going on so that we will also work in hand with you. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Social Sciences.
Mr. Speaker, thank you. I would like, Mr. Speaker, to bring to your attention that even though it is not mandatory, I've attended 2 sittings in the past 2 years. And each time when the budget is read, since it is open to the public, they allow members of the gallery to also sometimes maybe 3 or 2 concerns, and then they also ask. So I would plead that next time maybe members of the gallery should also be given maybe some time to also share their concerns. Thank you.
Sure, thank you. Well noted. Well noted. Any more submission from? All right. Is it point of information or correction? Information. All right. Our General Secretary. Yeah.
I want to emphasize that our scheduling of meetings is mostly a short notice something. So if going forward, we have to be informed early of the date, like the day and the time we are to meet, not to wait to when the time is near or close before we post on the page that we are having a sitting on this day, because it worries a lot, honestly.
All right, thank you. I guess she has a point though, but I think for today's sitting, I did better, because I informed you about 5 days ago that we'll be having a sitting today. I sent the flyer yesterday. I kept on reminding you the whole of this week. I've been reminding you on the page of our sitting today, but we've taken note of that and we are going to do better about that. All right, sure. Thank you. With all that being said, I'll move to the next item on the other paper. The House. I'll say I really appreciate your effort See, this house wouldn't have been able to, proceed with all that we wanted to do today if you hadn't formed our quorum. So your participation is of great importance. And I must say that I really commend on your participation. And I'm very glad. And also to the president of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. He has been doing very well, going up and down. With this sitting, I came in here with him, arranging the place, getting the place ready for today's sitting. I must say that he has really done well. I'd also appreciate the presence of the SRC parliamentarians. We have our non-rare Coco said, we have our whole Coco said also here. They all showed up. We have financial Hezekiah Beckley coming to support today's sitting. We have Hamza Karim coming to support today's sitting. We have a whole lot. I have my very brother or my very own Councillor Kojo Boache coming all the way from Tafo to support a brother. I really appreciate it. A very shout out to His Excellency Nana Ejei JB. I really love him. All right, sure. It's equivocal, right? I love him as a brother. Thank you. All right, we'll move to the next item on the order paper. And please, we have your item 13 here. Each and everyone is going to be refreshed. All right, so we move on to the next item, which is the closing prayer. We are praying. Oh God, grant us a vision of our college, fair as it might be, a college of righteousness, where none shall wrong his neighbor, a college of plenty, where evil and poverty shall be done away with, a college of brotherhood, where all success shall be founded on service, and honor shall be given to the deserving, a college of peace, where cause shall rest on the rule of the people and love of the common good. Bless the efforts of those who struggle to make this vision a living reality. Inspire and strengthen our people that may give time, thought, and sacrifice to speed the day of the coming beauty of course, KNUST, Ghana, and Africa. Amen. At this very point, I want an honorable member to move a motion for today's sitting to be adjourned to a later date. An honorable member to move a motion. All right, Honorable Mariam. Honorable Miriam, sorry.
The Speaker of the House, I, Miriam Agonyo, the General Secretary for the Law Students Union, move for this meeting to be adjourned to a later date.
All right, is any honorable member to second? Honorable AJ Brefo. You are always seconding.
Please.
I know you are coming to talk about something.
No.
All right,
But before I second the motion, I would want to send a very big shout out to President John Dramani Mahama, the good president of Ghana, whose impact has been felt by almost every Ghanaian in his first 60 days. I, AJ Brefo, Vice President of NDC of KNUST, the faculty rep for KNUST School of Business and also the final year HRM course rep, second the motion for the meeting to be adjourned to a later date. Thank you.
For that being said, today's meeting has been adjourned to a later date.